Hello, welcome to Divine Public School e-learning platform. My name is Sarfraz Ahmed and I will be cover computer of class 8 chapter first, that is networking concept. So let's start. In this chapter we will learn these all things, that is what is computer networking, component of networking, advantage of networking, disadvantage of networking, networking media, types of networking, networking devices, networking protocol, networking terminology, facts, and at the end I will give you some homework. So let's start. So first of all we have to understand what is networking. So a computer network is defined as the interconnection of two or more computer. Minimum two is necessary, okay, and in that network you are sharing the communication and share your resources, okay. In the communication, which is you are sharing your information, and in the sharing you are sharing your resources. Now you getting my point, okay. Now next, in the next line we have to understand the component of a networking. So first of all we have to understand what is node, okay. So every computer whichever in the network is called node, okay. So suppose that this is a computer and this is also a computer, okay, and you are connecting both the computers, okay, and this point and this point, both are the point, and these point whichever you are sharing and whichever this from this computer you are receiving, okay, these 2 points are called node, okay. Now the next thing is sender, okay. What is sender? You are sending your data from one computer to another, okay. So the computer in which you are sending your data, this is known as sender, okay, and the computer in which you are receiving the data, that is this computer is known as receiver, okay. Now next thing is transmission media, okay. So the physical path which can create networking, you have to use some wire media, okay. You can create your network with the wires or cables, or you can create your network by wirelessly, so by the help of the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc., okay. So network with the help of the wire, this is known as guided media, okay. And if you are creating your network without the help of the cable, this is known as unguided media, okay. So guided we can say wired media, and unguided means we can say wireless media, okay. So the most important thing which is protocol, okay. So what is protocol? It is a set of rules, okay. As you know that machine does not have any IQ, okay. So we have to give some rules, work it very easily, all the things whatever we are giving the instruction to them, and for this reason we will give this set of rule, and this is known as protocol. Now you're getting, okay. Now so now we have to understand what is the advantage of the computer network. It is very important. So if the advantage is that increasing speed, okay. So if you are connecting the network, so the speed of the data will be going to increase. Reduce cost, you don't need many of the devices. Suppose that you are using the hard disk in one computer, you can use a single one too, so it can reduce your cost, okay. Now the third one is improve security, okay. And if you are in the network, you can apply some protocols, and by the help of that protocol you can secure your PC. Now you're getting my point, okay. Now the fourth one is that centralized software management, okay. So there is a administrator and there is some clients of that, okay. There is a two phases of the network. One is a server and second one is a client, okay. So it is a server and there is so many clients are there, so you can control these PCs by the help of these PCs. So you can centralize software management with the help of this PC, okay. Now you're getting my point. Now electronic mail, by the help of the network you can send email, okay. So the next one is a flexible access, and it is very easy to access, and you can apply security, and you can also use you can also apply some privacy also, okay. And so we can say that it is very flexible to use, and it is very flexible to access anything. So now it's everything has its disadvantage, so it also having disadvantage. If you are installing the network, then it's cost very high. So now next thing is the required time for administration. If you are starting just right now to maintain your network, it takes so much time to make it clear to you that it requires so much time to administrate you. So it having this disadvantage. Okay, now failure of server. Sometimes server was down, so sometimes a client can access the data. It has been crashed by the due to the failure of server, so it has a disadvantage. So cable fault also. If you are connecting if you creating your network with the help of the guided method, guided means wired method, so if sometime wire can be easily break. Okay, so if it is break, then the network will be crash. Okay, so it having some disadvantage. These are the disadvantage, you have to point it out. Now next thing is network media. So network media is what? Network media refers to the communication channel used to interconnect node on a computer network. Typical. Now we have to understand this one. So we already told that what is network. Okay, so network, okay, you are connecting the network with the help of line so that you can share your data very easily. So with the for creating your network, you need two things. First one is a guided and second one is a unguided, as I told you earlier. Okay, so guided means wired and unguided means wireless. So with the when you are using guided, it means wire, then you need three things: copper coaxial cable, copper twisted pair cables, and this is also known as Ethernet cable. Okay, so then the third is optical fiber cable, and if you are want to use a wireless network, then you need radio waves. Okay, so radio waves is used for wireless data communication. Okay, now you're getting my point. There is a two ways for the network media, is that guided and unguided. Now let's elaborate it. So in the guided media, or we can say wired media, we are using coaxial cable. Okay, so coaxial cable, it is used for transmission data, and mostly it is used in dish connection. Okay, you are also use Tata Sky, Dish TV, Airtel TV, and many other connections you have also used. So in that wire we are using, that is coaxial cable. So coaxial cable having two types. First one is a baseband and second one is a broadband. Okay, so baseband is transmission is very quick, but having a single signal at a time, only single signal. And when I say single signal, then it means that only one signal at a time. Okay, now broadband coaxial cable, it is able to send the multiple signals at a time. Okay, but it is sending for a longer distance. Suppose that you are living in Golghar, and I want to send the signals from very far distance, from Lucknow or any other places. So I have to give the higher signal so that it cannot be attenuate. So I use this coaxial cable, that is the broadband coaxial cable. Now twisted pair cable is also known as Ethernet cable, and it just resemble as earlier telephone cable as was we are earlier using. So it having 8 wires, and it will require less power consumption. Okay, so that is why we are using this one, and it is also having a two types. First one is a crossover cable, and second one is a straight through cable. So what is crossover cable? So it connects to computer without any network media. If you does not have any network media, you can use this. Okay, and it does not have a network media. Network media, it means that router, switch. I will tell you afterwards. Now next one is straight through cable. Okay, try to understand this straight through cable. What is straight through cable? It is both end are identical, and it is used for connecting computers to router or switch. Okay, now the next thing is optical fiber cable. Okay, so it is allows to travel the data very fast, because data travel in the speed of light, and as you know that the speed of light is very fast. In the vacuum, there is a speed of light is 3 to 10 to power 8 meter per second. Okay, so we can say that it is very higher amount of data in a very less time. Okay, but it is also having a disadvantage, that is it is very fragile. It is very fragile, and it is maintenance cost is so high. So if you have a very big company, then you can use it. But if you're having a small company, or if you're having a small organization, so I will not going to recommend you to use this type of cable. Okay, now the next thing is unguided. It means wireless media. Okay, now wireless media, that is we are using without wire. We can create a network without wires. Okay, now the first one is Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is a technology, and this technology is uses low power radio waves, and it is using radio waves, but it cover a very short range. Okay, and that is 240 meter. You can share your data like video, audio, and etc. Okay, and it can vary, the distance will be vary in the different version of Bluetooth. You have to note down it. Okay, now the next thing is infrared. Infrared is does not use radio waves. Okay, it use infrared wave. Okay, so what is infrared wave? Infrared is a form of a infrared light. Okay, and you know that light does go in the straight line. Okay, does not go any other direction. It is going very in the straight line. Okay, so this infrared waves is work on the straight line. Okay, and a very short range, that is 5 meter. And for example, I'm telling you that your TV remote control is also work on infrared waves. Okay, now the next thing is Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi full form is wireless fidelity. Okay, and is the fastest than these two, it is fastest than. Nowadays it is replaced the wired method of network, but it is also has disadvantage. And what is that disadvantage? If there is noise interference, then network will be interrupted. Okay, the network will be interrupted. Now you're getting. Okay, now the next thing is type of computer networking. Okay, there is a mainly 4 types of computer networking, that is LAN, MAN, WAN, PAN. Okay, so let's discuss about this 4. So first of all, LAN. What is LAN? Okay, LAN connect group of computer together across short distance to share information and resource. You can share information. If you are having a small office, then you can use this LAN, because in a room there are 4 computers are there, and you are connecting all of these and sharing your resources and information. Then you use this type of network, that is local area network. Now metropolitan area network. Metropolitan area network span an entire geographical area, typically a town or city. If you are making a network in a town or a city, then you can just make a network of this type of network, that is MAN, metropolitan area network, and the ownership and maintenance is handled to either a single person or company. And if you are suppose a local company, local bank is the next thing is wide area network. So wide area network is connecting computer together across longer physical distance. This allow computers to be remotely connected to each other over one large network to communication even when they are mile apart. Okay, so suppose that you are very far, okay, and you want to connect your computer from very farther of distance, then you can use this. You can create your network, that is wide area network. Your ATM facility that you are using, and the telecom systems that you are using, these are the part of wide area network. And the internet you are using, that is also a part of this wide area network. Okay, now the last thing is personal area network. Okay, so you also having a modem. Okay, and you are connecting your mobile phone, you are connecting your computer, you are connecting your tablets, etc., then we can see that you are using for own purpose, for personal purpose, and you are creating the network for you, for personal use. So we can say that this network is known as personal area network. Now you getting my point. Now moving ahead, repeater, that is networking devices. Let's talk about networking devices. The first devices is repeater. Okay, so what is repeater do? If you are creating your network, then you have to give the signals to one computer to the another. Then every time the signal will lose, okay, because there are so many interference, so many hurdles are there. So with that hurdle, the signals will going to be down. So we have to we have to just remove this hurdle, so and regenerate your signal. So with the help of repeater, we just create we can regenerate the signals over the same network before the signal become too weak or corrupted. Okay, now bridge is the same. As you can see, bridge do work like a repeater, but it prevent unnecessary traffic in the network. Okay, bridge is doing the same thing that is a repeater do. It is also a regenerate the signals, but it has a extra work, that is it reduce the unnecessary traffic. Okay, and so that it can reduce the congestion. Okay, now next thing is that hub. Okay, hub is used to connect multiple Ethernet coming port, because it has it can use to connect many of the PCs, many of the computer. Okay, so now we can use this device to connect multiple two or more computer at a time. So every connector in which we can insert Ethernet, that is called port. Okay, what is called port? Okay, now the next thing is switch is just like a hub. Okay, switch is same as a hub, but it has an extra feature. And what is the extra feature? It perform error checking. Okay, and when the forward data, before the forward data, it gave the error checking. Okay, and so that it can make very efficient. Okay, so and the packet will be not sent if there is an error. Okay, so that we can say that it can filter out all the errors, and all the works are the same, but few extra features as the repeater and bridge we have seen earlier. Now the next thing is that router. Then router is normally connected LAN and a WAN. If you are joining a LAN, local area network, and WAN, wide area network, then you can use this router. And it is also updating, it is also dynamically updating routing table, based on which they make decision on routing the data packets. In short, it controls the traffic of packets in the network. Okay, now the next thing is gateway. What is gateway? It works as a messenger. It works on a messenger agent that takes data from one end, interpret it, and send it to the another end. It also works as a packet converter. It convert the packet. Okay, and if there is an error, it stopped it. Okay, and it will not convert it and moves back. Okay, so the next thing is modem. As you know about modem, is everyone is using. Okay, so the full form is modem is modulator and demodulator, because it convert digital signals to analog and analog signal to digital. Okay, so it is used to connect the internet. Okay, now next thing is very important, that when you want to create your network, then you can apply the rules, and the set of rules is known as protocol. Okay, so the network protocol is set of rules followed by the network. There are few protocols we will study, that is TCP, IP, STTP, FTP, SMTP, IMAP, and POP. Okay, let's know about it. First of all, transmission control protocol. It originated in the network implementation in which complement the internet protocol. Okay, suppose that if the packet is sending in the network, it just broken apart. It just broken apart, and then it goes in the network. Okay, and then after, internet protocol will work. Internet protocol, what is do? Its routing functional essentially establish the internet. You are using the internet and all the data which is in network, and when you are downloading anything, it just join all together. Okay, and essentially establish the internet. This protocol is working. Next thing is hypertext transfer protocol. So this is very important, because when we are writing your address in the web browser, okay, then you are writing www dot anything. Okay, so before this you have to notice that HTTP is written there. So what is HTTP? HTTP is a foundation of data communication for a world wide web. Okay, so when you want to communicate any of the website, you just have to give the protocol. Okay, so that it can send to the server and bring back to your data, whatever your data having in that server, it will bring it up. Okay, so this protocol will work. And after that, file transfer protocol, and this protocol is a common protocol used in transferring in the internet and within the private network. Suppose you are uploading any data, or you are sending any data, then this protocol will apply. Okay, the next thing is the simple mail transfer protocol. And every time when you are send the email to anyone, then this protocol will work. Okay, so suppose that you are a computer that you are using, that is client. Okay, and suppose you are opening the website, that is called server, because you are accessing the server and you are a client, and you are sending the email in a email server. So you are sending your message that whenever you are sending the message, this protocol will be applied. Now next thing is internet message access protocol and post office protocol. Both the protocols is working together and working the same thing. Okay, working the same thing. When you are receiving the email, these two protocol will be work. So you might thinking about this, what is the difference between these two protocols? So the difference is that POP, it means post office protocol, download emails from the server. Okay, while IMAP, it means internet message access protocol, leaves them on the server. Getting? IMAP is the form of cloud storage. We can say that IMAP is a form of cloud storage. Now next thing is network terminology. We have to understand about it. So the first one is internet. You might aware about it. Okay, so internet is a type of WAN. What is WAN? Wide area network. Okay, that connects computer across the world. All the words is connected, a network that is wide area network. This is known as the internet, and the full form of internet is an international network. Getting? Okay, now intranet. So what is intranet? So intranet is a private network that is used to securely share companies information and resource. If you don't want to share your information publicly, then you can use your resources, your information securely and in the private area. Then you need to use this intranet. What is bandwidth? So every length as a meter. So in this way you are using to measure the quantity of data in the network in a particular time. So that is known as bandwidth. And for example, BPS, small b represent bit and capital B will represent byte. You have to know about it. Okay, so BPS is mean bit per second. KBPS, it means kilobit per second, not byte, bit. Okay, and MBPS, it means megabit per second, and GBPS, it means gigabit per second. These are the measurement of the bandwidths. Now you're getting my point. Okay, now the next thing is internet service provider. organization which provide the internet of our requirement. Okay, so these are the organization which provide the internet, that is Airtel, BSNL, Jio, etc. These are the organization that provide internet. Okay, these are known as internet service provider. Now the next thing is web page. So it is a digital page which may contain text, hyperlink, audio, video, etc. Now website. So what is website? So it is a collection of web page. As I told you, what is web page. Now next thing is home page. What is home page? So home page is a first page of website. Okay, website's first page is known as home page. Now link. Okay, so you are connecting one computer to the another. Okay, so this computer are joined together. This is known as link. Okay, now hyperlink. What is hyperlink? In a web page there are some text, images, videos are there. Getting? Okay, and whenever you are clicking on that objects, when you are clicking on that text, image, video, you can jump into the another web page. This is known as hyperlink. Next thing is uniform resource locator. So this is the unique address of a web page. For example, www.google.com. Now IP address. So IP address, as the name is here, and this is a set of a number of a web page. Okay, for example 205.198.0.1. okay, now domain name system. What is DNS? Domain name system. So DNS is a system in which domain name translate into IP. So you can say that www.google.com is translated into this one. Okay, so the system is known as domain name system or DNS. Now let's know about some facts. So TCP IP was developed in 1978 by Robert Elliott Kahn and Winton Gray Cove. Now HTTPS is the secure version of HTTP. Okay, and if you are using a HTTP, hacker can hack your website. Okay, but you having a HTTPS, it means your website is secure, no one can hack it. Okay, so the next one is FTP. FTP was designed by Abhay Bhushan, and I told you what is FTP, file transfer protocol. And if you are transferring your data, this protocol will work, and this protocol are designed by Abhay Bhushan in 1971. Okay, now if internet goes down for a day, approximately 200 billion emails and 3 billion Google search would have to wait. Okay, pretty interesting now. Okay, now the next thing is 30,000 websites are hacked every day. Every day 30,000 websites are hacked. And next one is 269 billion emails are sent per day. It's awesome. Okay, and it is very big quantity. Every day we are sending these quantity of emails per day. Okay, and now the finally is a homework for you all. Okay, so you have to complete these assignment when the school will reopen. Okay, so note down these all the questions. That is, what is computer network? Write in it 2 advantages of network that I told you. What is coaxial cable and what is protocol? Explain 3 protocol, difference between the Bluetooth and infrared wireless technology. Mr. Nanda is opening a new branch of his office in Noida. He wants to connect the computers of this branch with the computers of his head office at Mumbai. Which networking type best suit his requirements? So you have to give me all the answer, note down in the rough copy, and just give me the answer and write your answer. And if you have any doubt, you can watch from starting. And thank you for watching. Okay, I'm your computer teacher Sarfraz Ahmed.